arrived, and victory! Victory!
So let's have a fun stream. So this ain't Fortnite, but it's a bit different. Try it out. So let's see.
You really bring out the life in everyone, Subaru.
Oh, that's so sweet of the girl to say. So you really bring out the life in everybody. Everyone.
You may even be more popular than Rom and Rem.
Ooh, she thinks they're popular.
Well, I mean, I did kind of put my neck on the line to save the village. And just like a true gentleman, I didn't hang it over their heads either.
And just like a true gentleman, I didn't hang it over their heads either.
Surely such a gesture will have Mealy falling head over heels for me once more.
Surely such a gesture will have Millie falling head over heels for me once more.
I don't recall ever having such feelings for you in the first place.
I don't recall ever having such feelings for you in the first place. Ooh, so does this girl is declining that she had feelings for this boy?
Besides, I think their impression of you is a bit different.
Not you. Besides, I think their impression of you is a bit different.
In their eyes, you're more of a sage than some legendary hero. You know, because you're so knowledgeable about so many peculiar things.
I guess I'm my own
so
believe it or
sweet.
don't, huh?
Amelia.
But I'm pretty sure the only thing they've caught on to are my radio calisthenics.
These early morning exercises ended up being way more popular with the villagers than I expected. It's become such a big event that half the village participates every time, even today.
What else have I taught them in such a short amount of time? Nothing really comes to mind.
Short amount of time.
Either way, it's been about a month since I came to this world.
Either way, it's been a month since I come to this world. Focus on talking to Amelia, think back to what happened. So, I have to now choose my choice now, so the story continues. Think back to what happened, maybe?
Is all of this my blood?
Oh god, blood.
My life's flowing out of me. I'm going to die soon.
This ain't good, there's
I
blood
don't
here.
want to die.
I don't want to
No
die,
way.
no way, because
Hang on. No matter what
happens,
I'm
gonna save you.
save you.
Oh my god, this is bad. This was the moment Subaru and Natsuki died for the first time in my life, marking the beginning of my strange fate. And it all started several hours ago.
Wait a minute. Have I been summoned to another world?
I've been summoned to another world? Yes, you have. Ooh. Before me was an unfamiliar city in an equally unfamiliar world. On the looks of things, it seems like some kind of fantasy world. A realm where demi-humans walked alongside humans with giant lizards pulling carriages down the main road.
Unless this is some sort of elaborate prank, I seem to have been reincarnated in another world.
Okay. It all happened so suddenly. When I was walking back home from the convenience store, a surprise trip to another world, but that wasn't the biggest problem here. Where was everything that normally came along with this fantasy stuff? No pretty heroes or weapons anywhere, or special abilities either, not as far as I could tell.
You're gonna need a better welfare program if you want to satisfy lazy-ass kids like me. Oh, my bad.
Watch it, man. That hurt.
The hell are you? I haven't seen you around here.
Cough up everything you've got. Unless you want to get hurt.
Three guys got on my case, spouting the typical lines you could hear from thugs like them. I decided to call them Ton, Chin and Can. They surrendered me, punching and kicking me all over. I was beaten up to a pulp without a chance to fight back. So, the boy was beaten up. Was that really it? I hadn't even done anything yet. Was I really gonna die all alone in a place like that?
That's enough!
That's enough! So the girl comes along. Just then, a voice rang out of silver bells, and there stood an unbelievably beautiful girl.
I can't overlook what's going on here.
I can't overlook what's going on here. The girl summoned magic shards of ice from the thin air, knocking down all three of the thugs, one by one. Then...
Mess with us, will ya? I don't care if you're an aristocrat or magic user. Let's surround her and kill her!
Oh, he threatened to
Go
kill
ahead
her.
and try if you dare. Do anything to her, and I'll haunt you and your kin forever.
If you
Not
do
that you'll have any kin
anything
if I take care of things
I'll
now.
haunt you and the kin forever.
You use these spiritual arts? Damn it! We won't forget this!
Silver-haired girl had saved me from danger. Our encounter had determined how I'd be living in this world. I truly believe that. Her name, which I didn't know at the time, is Amelia. Put simply, she's never less than an angel. Oh, and that flying cat thing is a spirit of hers named Puck. He has all sorts of abilities too. Not to be mentioned, fluffy fur is oh so amazing to pet.
You really saved me there.
Okay.
Thank you.
So he says thank you, because she saved him.
Don't get the wrong idea. I only stuck around because there are some things I want to ask you.
So she didn't want him to get the wrong idea. She proceeded to explain that she'd been looking for something, even though she was super busy and in a big hurry to find it. She still stopped to help me out. Reading these little bits here. Yeah, on stream, but this is going to be a short stream. So I'll do this first chapter. Despite that, all she did afterwards was tell me to be more careful next time. She even tried to leave without me repaying her. How could I not help out a girl like her? And it had nothing to do with the fact she's totally my type.
Hey, mind letting me help? I want to repay you somehow.
There's no need for that. You already answered my question saying you don't know anything about it. That's adequate compensation for healing you.
You're a real stubborn one, ain't ya? Then I'll help you for my own sake. I'll be doing one good deed a day. How's that?
All right. But I won't be able to offer you any reward.
I don't seek out good deeds for compensation, so just leave it to me. Oh, by the way, I haven't heard your name yet.
Okay, so we'll try again.
Satella.
It's Satella, so that's her actual
I see.
name.
Satella it is. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Huh?
Hmm? Did I say something weird?
No, it's nothing. It's nice to meet you too.
How tasteless.
That name Amelia first identified herself to me was a puss. I don't know how to say that. The Witch of Envy went by that name, which was why Puck pointed out that her statement was in poor taste. Although Amelia said it's for my own consideration to deter any further involvement, of course. That was something I'd only find out about
So
later.
this thing you're looking for, an insignia, was it?
Yes, it's a very important item. But someone stole it from me. If it were anything else, I'd give up on it. But I can't let this go so easily.
And so we walked around the royal capital in an attempt to figure out where her insignia had to take off to. Though I did end up not being very useful, I could have read anything in this world after all. Nor did I understand the way this world works. Pretty sure I was just getting in the way.
So, the slums are where stolen items get pawned off. But do we really need to go inside that loot house or whatever?
As I said, that insignia is very important, so...
We need to get it back no matter what, right? Alright then, let me scout the place out. I'll redeem all my blunders with this.
Okay, but please be careful.
I will.
So I
might not get back till later, so feel free to have dinner without me.
Oh, don't be so silly.
I have to say, this was the slightest and happiest moment for me. I mean, I'd finally gotten her to laugh, but... Okay, so...
Excuse me.
He's going inside there.
It's so dark in here. Huh? Is this...
Blood?
blood?
Oh, it appears you found me out. I suppose I have no choice then. How unfortunate.
The evil person is a woman. It burns. I wasn't entirely sure what happened, just what happened. All I felt was this burning sensation coursing through my stomach, and my mind went blank shortly after. I was so preoccupied that I was unaware of my current surroundings and not sure if I'll ever forgive myself for that, or because I let the pain distract me.
Well...
There's blood in this. As I lay there fading in and out of consciousness, it hit me that Amelia had been struck down by the bladed assailant as well.
Hang on. No matter what happens,
I'm gonna save you. So now a big massive portal comes on the stream. It's here that I experienced my first death since arriving in this world.
Hey, what's the matter with you, kid? Look like you've seen a ghost or something.
You look like you've seen a ghost or something. Wow. When I came in, the stern-looking guy was standing before me. All I could do was stand still, confused. I had to go on and find out that this was a save point for me. Save point, I'm beginning to dislike that phase. Whenever I die, I'm brought back to a specific place and time in a recent past. I've been sent to this world without any sort of cheat powers, but I was given that single ability. I call it return by death. But I don't become fully aware of it until sometime later. Anyways, my troubles were far from over here. I ran off, still confused by what was happening. All I could do was make my way to the loot house. So, this time I found Felt and Thief, who snatched Amelia's insignia and an old man Rom inside. We shouldn't have technically been enemies, but I couldn't find it in me to hate them for whatever reason. In fact, we chatted each other up for a bit and I become quite fond of them. Despite his fierce appearance, old man Rom loves Felt, who he affectionately cares for as a granddaughter, and Felt returns an appreciation in kind. Knowing this, I wanted to save them from being shrouded in the tragedy.
There were kind souls, even all the way out here, who'd help others despite being wrapped up in their own problems.
Even if they were chasing down a thief who stole something they cherished, showing their concern by saving some worthless stranger and clumsily ensuring them to not feel in debt. It took 3 whole deaths for Amelia's kindness to touch the core of my very being. I had to get Amelia's insignia back no matter what. I'd returned by death 3 times by now. After overcoming the intense battle in the loot house, I finally come face to face with Amelia again. With Felt, old man Rom, and Ree and Hurd watching, I looked into Amelia's
My name
eyes.
is Subaru Natsuki. I've got a lot to talk to you about, but I'll set that aside for now if you grant me this one request.
Grant me this one request. Hey Leon, how's it going?
I want you to
Thank
tell
you,
me your
Julian.
name.
I want you to tell me your name. She giggled a little bit.
My name is Amelia. Just Amelia. Thank you for saving me, Subaru.
Are you okay now? Yes, I'm okay now. I took Amelia's outstretched hand in mine. That smile of hers along with her name were the only rewards for all my efforts, but they were more than enough for me. This marked the end of the first battle, having overcome numerous hardships along the way. All that, my stomach still got sliced open in the end, and I quickly lost consciousness. When I woke up, I was at the place where Amelia is staying, inside Roswell's Manor. This is all in the series. So,
You guys have a
makes up
personal
for
clown
it.
to perform before you eat? Doesn't that get a little pricey?
A little bit
A
pricey.
clown? What an interesting speculation. I am the owner of this manor, Roswell L. Mathers.
This sketchy looking dude is the Margrave of this territory known as Roswell. He is apparently being helping Amelia out for some reason or another.
Please show mercy, sir. Spare me and
Ram
Defile
and
sister
Ram.
instead.
Look at Ram and Ram. Look how cute they are. There. I love Ram the most. With my blue hair. She's nice.
Please do no such thing,
Please
sir.
do no such
Spare me
thing,
and
sir.
violate Rem instead.
The twin maids tending to him are Rem and Ram. They mess with me as in their sisterly
It
love.
would seem another strange person has appeared. Eddie cannot fathom what goes on in Roswell's head, I suppose.
Last but not least, Beatrice. She's a cute-looking but blunt drill lolly who resides over the manor library. Having overcome my most recent return by death at the royal capital, I was able to start my new life with these rather heretic residents in Roswell Manor. But despite all this, I still hadn't faced all the trials this world had in store for me yet. During my first day at the manor, I learned about the situation Amelia is currently in during breakfast. Since the kingdom of Lanjurkia has lost its king, Amelia is one of the royal candidates to succeed to the throne. The insignia she'd been looking for in the capital was proof of her candidacy for the royal selection. As a reward for helping her get it back, Roswell offered me a blank contract. Basically, he was telling me to name my prince.
Go on, tell me what you desire. As it stands, I am in no position to deny you. Now, what do you wish to receive as compensation?
I only want one thing. Let me work in this mansion!
Just like that, I was hired on as a servant of sorts in Roswell's Manor. I decided to secure a foundation for my life here rather than ask for any material compensation, not to mention that this would help me stay near the girl I like so much. Not bad, eh? Ram and Rem taught me the ways to servitude in the mansion. I slowly grew closer to Amelia in the process. I began building upon my own way of living in this world.
Subaru Natsuki will make great strides today! What are you two doing in here? Oh, this is so embarrassing! You should have said something!
Did they go in his room? That's a bit crazy. I think they went in his bedroom. friend's dying.
Sister, our guest is overly familiar with his greeting.
Rem, our guest is presumptuously friendly with his greeting.
Turns out that this morning was my new save point, and my time at the manor incurred 4 more deaths. I'd died here more times than when I fought Answer back in the capital, but it wasn't a matter of death count up to this point. There are a few things I had learned about returning by death so many times. First, it seems I have the lingering witch's scent on me.
Answer me. You've aligned yourself with the witch, haven't you?
The witch?
Don't play dumb with me. Such bald-faced lies will only take you so far when the foul stench of the witch is covering you from the inside out.
The other thing that I can't explain, my return by death power. To anyone.
Emilia, just listen!
Emilia, just listen.
I can return!
I'm not feeling good today. I can still feel the fear that struck me in that very moment. Time stops around me as I feel a black hand reach out and stroke my heart. My soul crumbles from the fear. Even if I commit suicide, I'll return by death. It's not picky about whether I kill myself or if someone else does me in. And yet, no matter how many times I die, I'll never get used to this power. What's even harder is knowing that no one else around me will remember our time together. I've not had water today. Maybe you should have some. It may help how you feel. Closely growing close with my own head fills with an increasing number of memories only I can remember, but there are certain memories that all of us manage to retain.
You have some things that Ron doesn't, so you should just accept that.
It's very story-based.
You're kind,
at the moment.
you're a hard worker, and you're incredibly sincere. Even your chest is bigger.
Oh god, that was a bit rude. Your chest is bigger.
I'm so glad you're here, Rem.
The story basis took quite a while at the moment. Two viewers, welcome to the stream. How's everybody doing?
Come on, don't cry. Where I come from, there's a saying that goes, speak of next year and the demons laugh. So let it out. Come on, Rem. Smile and laugh as we discuss the future. We can start with tomorrow.
I love Ram, she's so cute. I like the one with blue hair. Do any of you have a favourite character? Emilia, Ram, or...
We can laugh it out while we talk about what's in store for us then. I've always wanted to talk about the future with a demon, you know.
So she's a demon, so...
You're as fanatical as a demon
She's dressed as a
yourself.
maid, but she is a demon. She has powers of a demon. So she...
Right?
It is worth watching the episodes, because this is very much the story of the episodes, if you've not seen it. Well, Roswell was the one to kill him all off in the end, but that's just a small detail in the larger story. But at the end of the day, as thanks to us fighting our way through the incident, I was able to achieve my reward of going on a date with Amelia. Oh, that's sweet. He managed to do that then. I had no water today. You should get a cup of water. It may help your head or any tummy pains you've got.
All right,
really good.
now let's go on our date.
Date?
Date?
We basically go somewhere together and look at the same things, eat the same things, do the same stuff together, and just share our memories with each other.
Oh, is that all?
All?
That's all I want.
All right. Then I'll go on this date with you.
Oh, that's sweet.
Hey, Subaru, are you okay? Does your stomach hurt?
Oh, sorry about that. My stomach doesn't hurt. I'm totally fine. Now then, back to what we were talking about. I don't want to waste even a millisecond of my precious time with you. Let's see. We were talking about the knowledge I've bestowed upon everyone here, right?
Yes, you know about so many obscure things. You taught the children new games to play, and even made them little potato stamps. Oh, and that mayonnaise stuff, too.
That's it. Mayonnaise.
The bonafide mayonnaise because I succeeded in recreating such a delicacy with Rem's help. Amelia ends up taking a pretty big liking to it. It's been a huge hit among the villagers in Alarm, too young and old alike. Just screenshot that quickly, just so everybody knows.
Oh, I feel like my efforts in the Mob Beast incident were really diminished, seeing how it's being mentioned in the same line as mayonnaise. I put my life on the line for everyone, man. I mean, I went to help the kids from the village, only to get bitten by some dogs, and I even saved Rem after she tried to save me in the forest, and got bitten by more dogs. Then Roswell had to come in and save the day before the dogs bit off even more of me. And think, all that effort is on par with mayonnaise. Wait, hold up. Did I do anything other than get eaten by those hellhounds?
Aw, come on. Don't fuss over the small details.
But Mealy!
Many of us know how hard you've worked. That includes Roswell, Rom, and Rem especially. And that goes for me, too.
Huh?
I know full well the amount of effort you put into everything you've done lately.
Aw, that's sweet.
So no more being down in the dumps over all this. All right? Well?
Oh,
Why are you moping about like a broken toy? You're always like this.
well, it's not like I was doing it on purpose. Anyway, this isn't fair! How do I not fall for you all over again after that?
Yes. I think it's a pretty bad habit of yours to so quickly change the subject like that.
On the menu screen, you can use several game buttons such as save, load, and options. You need help with controls, use the button to help on the bottom right of the screen to check the function. Now let's move the story along.
Oh? There's a dragon carriage in front of the mansion.
Dragon carriage, you mean? Those horse carriage looking things? Wow, these seem to be horse-drawn at first glance. There are a pretty distinct difference between them. The creature pulling the carriage along isn't a horse, but a giant lizard.
Although, now that I think about it, they were pretty common to see in the royal capital. What did you call it again? A dragon carriage?
That's right. The land dragon is the one pulling the carriage along, so it makes sense to call it as such, no? Wait, did I make a mistake? Does it have a more official name?
No. I'm the clueless one here. You're correct, so don't worry.
Is that so? You aren't trying to confuse me, are you? I don't want to embarrass myself later. If you're lying, you'll really get a walloping from me.
That's a pretty old school phrase. Whoa, it's massive.
So the all over the place at the royal capital, but this is the first time I see one up close. The meaning called these lizard land dragons. They're basically the same size as horses from my world.
Welcome back. Apologies for parking in front of the entrance.
And you are?
I am an envoy sent from the royal capital. An emissary of ours is currently tending to the Margrave.
An emissary? Could it...
I believe it has something to do with the royal selection, as I'm sure you've surmised. I ask that you reserve any questions you may have for your meeting with the emissary. They are awaiting your arrival inside.
The royal selection. I see. Welcome back, Miss Amelia. We've been awaiting your return. Thank you. I'm sorry for my absence. I hear we have a guest? Yes, an emissary from the royal capital is here to speak with you. Lord Roswell is tending to them now. I ask that you please join him. Of course. This is a matter that involves me, so I can't just sit idly by.
An emissary from the capital, huh? This is pretty serious business. I'll be sure not to do anything stupid.
Sorry, Subaru, but this is a rather important discussion.
I know. I'm pretty nervous, so that's why I'm preparing myself.
Sister will be accompanying Miss Amelia to the reception room. There is no need for another servant to do so. Please understand, Subaru.
Seriously? I'm being left out?
I'm sorry, Subaru. Rem, please lead the way. Yes. Please return to your room for the time being, Subaru. I'll come by later and bring you some tea.
And there they go. I know I wouldn't be of much use with my practically non-existent knowledge of this world. But would it really be so much trouble to involve me a little more?
Bless him. Although I do instead, I'm a little out of the league. Yeah.
But understanding that and giving up are two totally different things. Now, what should I do?
Now loading. I should try asking Rem again. During movement part control Subaru to talk to characters on the map or checkpoints of interest to gather items and information. Collect items and information are important to process, so try talking to various people and checking different spots. An icon will be displayed over characters you can talk to. Try talking to Rem now.
I apologize, Subaru. I cannot allow that, even if it's a request coming from you. I must ask that you give up on joining the meeting.
After talking to Rem, try moving to another location. An icon is displayed over locations you can move to. So lobby. I should go to the main entrance now. I'm curious about that guy outside. Looks like I won't be able to get into the reception room. I should get into info from that guy outside instead. I can't go empty-handed. I should think about this first. What should I bring with me? Oh right, Ram's got a stash of expensive tea leaves. But where does she keep them? Maybe Ren might know. Press the button where there is nothing to check in order to collect your thoughts. When you're not sure what to do, try thinking about it. The icon will be displayed over any spots you can check. Try checking for the flower in the vase now. The vase has a pretty flower, but now, not the time to be staring at that. Hold on, what if I gave this to the guy outside? Wait, no. If anything, Rem would appreciate this more. Talk to Rem in the corridor and give the flower you obtain process to the movement part based on what Rem tells you. East hallway.
This is for me? Thank you. I will cherish it forever.
Forever? I don't think it'll last that long.
Your kind gesture just makes me that happy. I cannot permit you inside, but I can offer my assistance with anything else.
Then I'll take you up on that. Do you know where Ram keeps her secret tea leaf stash?
Sister's tea leaves? They should be in the cabinet in the back of the kitchen.
That's right, the kitchen!
The kitchen.
But if you drink her tea, Sister will be very upset with you.
Don't worry, Ram. I won't drink any of it.
I won't be drinking it, but the guy outside might. Well, it's not like I was going to get anything out of him without taking some risks. Besides, who knows it? Ram will find out anyways. If things go well, I can get some information out of that guy without Ram ever finding out about this. If she does, I'll just no-toe and beg for forgiveness. Don't know. I'll go and grab those and head to the courtyard. Found Ren's secret tea stash. Now I'm ready to go. East. West. Courtyard.
Aren't you bored waiting out here all by yourself? Why don't you take a little break?
Oh, thanks. I was just feeling a little parched. Are you sure I can have some?
Sure. I was just thinking I could go for some tea right now. So I thought, why not have the guests join me?
I appreciate it. And might I ask who you are?
I'm Subaru. Subaru Natsuki. What's your name?
I am Tiga Rallion, but you can just call me Tiga.
All right then, Tiga. Mind having a little chat with me while we have this tea?
Sure thing. So what do you want to talk about?
Would you mind telling me why you're here?
As I mentioned earlier, I've escorted a very important emissary.
I know you did, but I was hoping to learn a little bit more than that. To tell you the truth, I got kicked out. I don't want to end up being hung out to dry here. So please, Tiga, you'd really be helping out an old friend with this.
How did we become such old acquaintances already? Besides, you're asking for too much here. While I'd love to help a friend in need, I don't particularly know what my friend's standing is at this mansion.
I'm going okay. Alright, Leon. I hope you enjoy your evening.
In fact, I don't even know your background.
But we're super pals!
Subaru, we only just met. Though, it doesn't take much to see how deeply you care for Miss Amelia. I can easily understand your feelings for her.
So?
I'll be rooting for you.
That doesn't help me at all!
Do you understand the weight of your situation? We're talking about the next ruler of the Kingdom of Lagunica. You may end up in a highly revered position in the future.
Maybe. But right now, we're just a super cute girl and a useless servant boy. But who knows what the future has in store for us? The possibilities are endless. Even if I'm not worthy, I'll do whatever it takes to win her over. It'd be ideal if I keep improving to make this into a mutually beneficial relationship.
You have an interesting perspective. I'm honestly impressed. Not many can say something like that with so much confidence. Maybe my friend here is a better person than I was first led to believe.
Right back at ya. You recognized Mealy right away, even though she still had her hood up.
Are you referring to the cute robe she was wearing? What makes it so special?
That robe was made by a pretty sketchy magician of ours to block others from recognizing her so easily. Not to mention she had it upgraded recently. It's impossible to see through the magic unless you have the power to override it, or Mealy willingly lets you see her.
So you were sizing me up from the get-go, eh? That's not very nice of you, buddy.
Oh, no. It was totally by coincidence, pal. It was something I only just realized earlier when I was pouring us this tea in the mansion.
I guess you won't buy my story of just being the envoy of the emissary, then. In that case, you have my respect for your intellect and... Ah, never mind. It seems we've run out of time.
Huh?
I looked to where Tiga was playing and see Remus spotted someone out of the mansion.
Sorry for the wait, Tiga.
Welcome back, Sakura. Did you do what was needed of you as an emissary without issue?
Of course. Even I can handle something as simple as this.
Well then, sorry for asking.
Hey, Tiga, is she...
All right. She's the emissary I came with.
I see.
Bye, Leon. Well, she looks pretty and tired, and her eyes seem to be lacking any motivation. She was totally yawning a second ago, too. She doesn't strike me as the proper type.
Have you made a new friend, Tiga? You don't usually hang out with other boys.
Wait, so he's one of those types? Damn it, I thought we were friends.
You're a harsh critic! Sakura, I really wish you wouldn't confuse someone I've only just acquainted myself with. You know it's not often I get opportunities like this.
Yes. I'm Sakura Element, Tiga's colleague, and...
I'm Subaru Natsuki. I'm Tiga's former friend and a colleague of Rem's.
And I've already been demoted.
It seems you two have gotten quite close already. Please take good care of him. I assume you'll be setting out to the royal capital as well. If so, I'll see you when you get there. Now then, let's get going, Tiga. The princess will worry if we're out for too long.
Sorry, Subaru, but Sakura's right. I know we'll meet again in the royal capital. Until then...
So, you're going to the capital, right? Take me with you.
See? Is his response not exactly as I predicted?
Right. Listen, we're not going there for fun, okay? This is an incredibly important task.
I know that. The royal selection being delayed is a huge deal. Pretty please, Mealy, take me with you!
I don't know.
Okay, I'm just gonna be right back because I could do a bit of a drink. I'm going to the restaurant. Okay, back.
Miss Amelia, Subaru is being sincere. I would also like to ask that you give him permission to let him go with you.
Okay.
It seems Subaru has several acquaintances in the royal capital. This may be a good opportunity to touch base with them.
Very nice assist, Rem! Come here!
Yes, Subaru.
There. Thanks a bunch, Rem. I look forward to your continued support.
Yes. Please leave it to your Rem.
Goodness, Rem's fondness for Barusu is quite worrisome. I also do not understand what goes on in Barusu's head. I noticed him speaking at the gates to that envoy from the royal capital earlier, but... I smell tea leaves. Do not tell me you have taken from my secret reserve, Barusu. I would not put it past you.
Anyway, let's let bygones be bygones. Please, Mealy, let me go. I really want to help you.
That's exactly why I can't bring you. I know you'll just do something reckless again if I do. I just don't want you getting out of hand. Please understand.
You're the one who needs to understand, Mealy.
All right, that's quite enough. This doesn't seem to be going anywhere, so let's wrap this up, shall we? To conclude, Subaru will accompany you to the royal capital. These are my orders as your employer.
Roswell!
All right! Now that's what I'm talking about, Roz!
However, I will be appointing you with a different sort of task, Subaru. You are to focus on receiving your treatment.
Treatment? Me?
You overused your already exhausted gait in the mob-beast battle out in the forest. Your physical wounds may be healed, but getting your gait treated is another matter altogether. I believe you understand what I speak of.
It's kind of hard to believe there's something wrong with my body when I can't see it with my own eyes.
Subaru, the mana that circulates within you is the source of life for all life forms. When it stagnates, it disrupts the circulation of your very life itself. Please, don't try to hide such serious issues.
All right, I get it. My body's in danger. What's that got to do with getting treatment at the royal capital?
Your body is in such a state thanks to your honorable efforts. I have a duty to respond to your distinguished service in kind. That is why I have made arrangements with the greatest healer in the kingdom to care for you. Although I did ruffle some of Miss Amelia's feathers in the process.
Ooh.
It's not that big a deal. This is the least I can do for Subaru as well.
Really, Mealy? You did that for me?
Well, it's partly my fault that you haven't healed yet. You only ended up here because you tried to protect me in the slums. And you even stood up to those mob beasts when it should have been me protecting the village. So you could say I'm repaying a debt. I consider this equal compensation for any injuries you sustained.
Oh, come on! Don't downplay it to hide your embarrassment. But this means you're okay having me go with you to the royal capital, right, Mealy?
Yeah. You haven't made a full recovery yet, after all.
Well, then it's settled. Subaru shall accompany you to the royal capital. As well, Rem, would you mind going with them?
Certainly, Lord Roswell.
Whoa! A land dragon!
I'll write it down.
Okay, I'm gonna end stream here, and I'll be back again soon with a different game.